We saw this cool video online about cheesy potato bread and we thought that we should give that a try. So we're gonna give it a test cook on our tiny camp kitchen while we're here camping along the river. I think this may have been some sort of logging thing. There is a dam upstream, or maybe an old dock. There's some big cables going along the logs. We saw some rafters coming down the river. They looked like they were having fun. The Eat Camp box is portable, but of course its legs are a little wonky when it's not on a flat surface. And even though it's not completely level, it definitely still works. This recipe looked interesting because you didn't need an oven and you can cook it on a skillet. Let's check out the ingredients. So it's going to take some flour, 3/4 cup, some milk, we're using soy milk, 1/2 cup, 2 teaspoons of butter, we're using Earth Balance, a cooked medium potato, some cheese, and some mayo. And of course, even though the Eat Camp box is portable, carrying it down this little hill made everything inside of it all mixed up. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can mix this stuff up, and we're gonna use this itty bitty tiny little container. Hopefully it'll work. We need 3/4 cup. We're gonna add our 1/2 cup of milk, our soy for us. It seems a little moist, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little extra flour. You're looking for something that you should be able to roll out. We ended up having to add a little bit more flour because I converted the measurements from grams to cups, and I think I went a little overboard on the milk. When you're actually doing this, make sure you add the milk in slowly because you want it to end up being in a ball-like consistency so it's easy to roll out. We're going to use some aluminum foil to lay down so we can roll the dough out. We don't actually have a roller, so we just put some saran wrap over our refried beans. We're gonna roll it out. You want a fairly thinner layer, but not too thin. Okay, I think that looks good. Next, we're gonna take our potato. It does need to be peeled. We cooked this at camp, so because we knew we were gonna need it. You could easily boil it. One of the nicest things about the Eat Camp box is plenty of counter space. We're going to take our potato and mash it. This will go on the inside of the bread, along with some cheese. Okay. We take our cheese and put a layer of it inside the bread, right in the center. Get some cheese on there. So we're going to add our mayonnaise to the potato. Our potato's a little bit smaller on the size, so it calls for 2 tablespoons, but I'm just going to do about 1. I'm not actually even sure why it has mayonnaise in it, but maybe to make it creamier. Okay, we're gonna take that potato and we're gonna add it to the center of our bread on top of the cheese. We're gonna add some more cheese on top of that potato. Now we're gonna take the edges and put it to the middle. We're gonna pinch it up. It kind of reminds me of dumplings. Reminds me of how they make dumplings. You're gonna pinch it all up into the middle. Okay, and then what it says to do next is flip that over. We're gonna roll that out. Okay, we're gonna get our pan ready. We're gonna use our GSI Pots. We're gonna use our frying pan. Okay, so we have our little handle, and it connects to the side. There it goes. In pot. Spray it. And we're gonna warm it up. Good. Flopping our bread onto the pan. We're gonna cook it at a little medium to medium low so that it can get nice and melted inside. The recipe calls for melted butter on top, but we're just gonna go with the spray. Ooh, looks good. Let's go ahead and flip it over. Okay, so it looks done. We're gonna take it off and slice into it and check it out. Oh, it's gooey. It would be probably really good with like maybe some sauteed mushrooms in there, or maybe even some guacamole on the top. There's that potato. If you like camp cooking, you're definitely going to check out this video. You can find out more about us at explorertrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.